Dear students, today we will study family Fabaceae, part 4, subfamily Mimosoideae. The family has about 40, the subfamily has about 40 genera and 2500 species. This is distributed mainly in tropical and subtropical regions. The salient features of this subfamily are it has trees, shrubs, and herbs. Leaves usually pinnate compound with pulvinate base. Flowers actinomorphic. Corolla not papilionaceous. Petals show velvet estivation. Sepals united. Odd sepal is anterior. There are four stamens, free or connate, filaments often long, exserted, and showy. Ovary is superior, monocarpellary. The fruit is pod or lumentum. The major genera in this subfamily are Acacia with 1300 species, Mimosa with 500 species, Inga with 250 species, Pithecolobium with 170 species, Calliandra with 150 species, and Albizzia with 150 species. Genus Acacia has about 25 Indian species like Acacia arabica, Acacia modesta, Acacia farnesiana, Acacia cashew, Acacia jackmontii, Acacia eburnea, Acacia planiforms, Acacia senegal, Acacia ferruginea, Acacia lenticularis, Acacia summa, Acacia consina, Acacia pinnata, and Acacia caesea are some common species. Albizzia has about 14 Indian species like Albizzia lebec, Albizzia lucida, Albizzia procera, Albizzia odoratissima, Albizzia thompsoni, Albizzia mara, Albizzia stipulata, Albizzia juliebrison. These are some photographs of Acacia, Mimosa, Inga, Pithecolobium, Calliandra, Albizzia lebec. Now we will study vegetative characters of this family, habit and habitat. This includes trees like Acacia, Albizzia, herbs like Mimosa pudica, shrubs Mimosa rubicaulis, climbers like Entada, Neptunia is a hydrophyte. Majority grow under xerophytic conditions. Many species like Acacia and Prosopis they are covered with spines and prickles. The root system shows a branched tap root. Is an aerial, erect or scandent and straggling as in Mimosa rubicaulis, climbing in Entada, woody, angular and twisted in Entada, cylindrical, Acacia, Albizzia, Prosopis. The stem is armed with spines as seen in Acacia and Prosopis, or unarmed, branched, solid, usually covered with rough bark. Various species of Acacia yields gum of many types from the stem. These are the plants of Mimosa rubicaulis, Neptunia oleracea, Prosopis juliflora, इसको विलायती कीकर भी कहते हैं, एंटाडा रीडियाई, जिसके पॉट्स बहुत लंबे होते हैं, बड़े होते हैं, 1 मीटर से भी ज़्यादा होते हैं. लीव्स की बात करें तो लीव्स leaves are colline and ramal, stipulate, stipules modified into spines in Acacia. In Valencia spherocephala, synonym is Acacia spherocephala. The spiny stipules are hollow, petiolate. In Entada, the common petioles of a bipinnate leaf ends in a long and woody bifid tendril. In some species of Acacia, Like Acacia auriculiformis and Acacia melanoxylon, the petiole becomes flattened into phyllodes and the leaflets fall down. Leaves are alternate, once pinnate, Inga, or twice pinnate, Acacia and Prosopis. Leaflets are opposite or alternate, sessile or subsessile or petiolate. The leaves of Mimosa and Neptunia are sensitive to touch and they drop down or show sleep movements when touched. In Morongia, leaf sleep movements are also seen. These are the plants of Valicious Pherocephala, Acacia auriculiformis, Acacia melanoxylon, Acacia auriculiformis, showing the phyllodes. The tree is Prosopis cineraria called Jandi in local dialects of Haryana, Rajasthan. Now we will study the floral characters. Inflorescence consists of cymose heads as seen in Parkia, Mimosa, Albizzia and Acacia. In some species of Albizzia, the cymose heads are arranged in terminal panicles, for example, Acacia lucida, Acacia gamblii, or fascicles as seen in Albizzia lebec. Albizzia lebec. I repeat, in some species of Albizzia, the cymose heads are arranged in terminal panicles as seen in Albizzia lucida, Albizzia gamblii, or in the form of fascicles like Albizzia lebec. Spike in Prosopis, racemes in Adenanthera. Flowers are bracteate, sessile in Prosopis and Entada, subsessile as seen in Albizzia and Acacia, or pedicellate as seen in Adenanthera. Flowers are ebracteolate, complete, regular, actinomorphic, bisexual, perigynous, tetramerous in mimosa, cyclic and small. Calyx consists of five sepals, which are gamosepalous, campanulate in Acacia and Albizzia. They are shortly tubular and five toothed in Entada and Xylia. Four fused sepals in Acacia, Suma, and Mimosa are seen. The calyx shows velvet estivation usually, and the estivation is imbricate in Parkia, and the odd sepal is anterior. The sepals are green in color or may be petalloid in Acacia arabica. Corolla consists of five petals, four are free and with velvet estivation in Mimosa. They are corypetalous or gamopetalous. Gamopetalous condition is seen in Acacia and Albizzia. They are tubular and five-toothed with velvet estivation and inferior. This is Xylia xylocarpa, Acacia summa, Parkia biglobosa, Xylia xylocarpa. Androecium is made up of four stamens which are free in Mimosa pudica, 10 stamens free in Prosopis, 10 and monoadelphous in Parkia, indefinite and free in Acacia. Indefinite and monoadelphous in Albizzia and Calliandra, filaments longer than the petals and filiform in Acacia, Albizzia. Usually anthers are bithecous and shows introse dehiscence. In Prosopis, anthers are tipped with apical glands. Gynoecium is monocarpellary, superior, unilocular, placentation is marginal, ovules more than one or numerous in carpel, styles long and filiform, and their simple stigma is simple. Fruit is a legume as seen in Albizzia or Lomentus pod Acacia. Entada produces a fruit that is more than a meter and flowers are just few millimeters only. Seed is non-endospermic. Pollination is done by insects or by wind. Now we will study the economic importance. It includes very useful plants. Cashew or Kaththa is obtained from Acacia cashew. It's a kind of tannin which is produced by obtained by boiling chips of heartwood. Acacia nilotica and Acacia senegal yields a gum. Acacia farnesiana flowers are very fragrant and used in perfumery. Acacia pinnata bark is used for poisoning fish. Timber is obtained from Acacia species and Albizzia lebec. Prosopis cineraria jandi is a useful multi-purpose tree of Rajasthan. It is used for timber, fuel, fodder, and food. Important xerophytes for afforestation are found in this subfamily like Acacia, Prosopis juliflora, which is called as Vilayati kikar, Prosopis cineraria, Jandi, and Albizzia. They are all dot xerophytic plants and they sustain in uh, xerophytic environments. Sensitive plants like touch me not Mimosa pudica is grown as a curiosity plant. The pods and seeds of mesquite, Prosopis juliflora are used as animal feed. Wood in wood is used in cooking. Wood of xylea is hard and it is used in shipbuilding. Calliandra dicrostachys they are used as ornamentals. Pithecolobium is a useful hedge plant and its pods are edible. Edulis, Inga edulis, it's called as ice cream bean and Pithecolobium jungle jalebi often has edible pulps. The name derives from the fact that those of Inga edulis resembles vanilla ice cream in flavor. This is Valiciana farnesiana. Synonym is Acacia farnesiana. This next is Dicrostachys. Next is Acacia pinnata. You can go through these readings, references, and thank you, dear students.